This is a video tutorial for the Week 2 Assignment 1, Creating a Database and Tables. In this assignment, you will create a database, enter data into a table, and assign field names. Step 1 asks you to open Microsoft Access. You might have a shortcut on your desktop. If not, you can click Start, All Programs, Microsoft Office, and then select Microsoft Access. Step 2 asks you to complete Step 1 on page 55 in the textbook. Step 1 on page 55 asks you to click the blank database icon under Available Templates. Step 3 asks you to add your name to the file name My Tables. So over here on the right in the file name, it will be named My Tables, followed by first and last name. If you want to save this in your folder for where you keep your assignments, you can click on the little folder to browse. I'm going to put it in my class folder and click OK. Step 4 asks you to complete steps 3 through 21 in the textbook. Step 3 on page 55 asks you to click the Create button. So you'll click Create. So now you can see that we've created our first database. Step 4 asks you to, with the empty field below Click to Add, click with your mouse and type the word Scott. And then press the Tab key on your keyboard to move to the next field. Step 5 asks you to click the icon in the record selector to save the record before you move on. So you'll click over here on the left side and click where the pencil is, and that will save the record. Step 6 asks you to click in the cell under Click to Add and type the following information in the next 7 cells, pressing Tab after each entry. So we'll type GODE, press Tab, 612 East 2nd, and Tab, Pocatello, and Tab, Idaho, ID for Idaho, press Tab, the zip code, press Tab, USA, Tab, and a phone number. And each time you press Tab, it moves to the next cell. So your first record is now complete, and we'll click on the New. It moves to the next field. Step 7 asks you to double-click the ID table name and type in Customer ID to rename it. So you'll double-click ID and type in Customer ID and press Enter. Step 8 asks you to repeat Step 7 for the other fields to change the names to the following as listed in the text. So field 1 will become first name. Field 2, you're double-clicking to get to that field, is last name, and notice there are no spaces in between the names. Field 3 is street. Field 4, double-click, city. Field 5 is state. Field 6 is zip. Field 7 is country. And field 8 is phone. So pressing Enter will move you to the next field or tab, but you can see that you have all your labels in place now. Step 9 asks you to add another record into your table. So you're going to type in for the first name. I'm going to scroll back over to the left so we can see the ID there. The first name is John. Notice as soon as you type John, you got a new customer ID. It automatically numbers the customers. And then Frederickson. And I'm using the tab key to move between the fields. And the city is Montreal. And the state is Quebec. And the zip code is blank. It says press tab to skip this field. The country is Canada. And the phone number, 514-555-0167. All right. At the end of the right bar on the table, step 10 asks you to click the close button. Step 11 asks you to answer yes when they ask if you want to save the design of Table 1 and to type in the table name. Step 12 asks you to type in the table name Customers and click OK. So you've just created your first table in Access, which is called Customers. In the navigation pane on step 13, it asks you to select the Customers table. And then on the Home tab in the Clipboard group to select Copy. And then to click the Paste button. Step 15 asks you to type Employees in the table name box. So you're going to erase Copy of Customers and type in Employees, and then to select the Structure Only in the Paste option. So we'll have a copy of the structure of the table without any of the customer data, and then to click OK. So you can see now that you've created an Employees table. Double-click on the Employees table in step 16 so that you can view the table. You'll see it has all the same fields as the customers without any data, and close the Employees table. Step 17 asks you to click on the Create tab and click Table to create a new table. Step 18 says with the Click to Add field active, click the Add and Delete group and click More Fields. So here's the Add and Delete group on the table fields and click More Fields. Step 19 asks you to scroll to the bottom until you see Quick Start and then select Name. Click Name. You notice that it filled in the last name and the first name IDs. Step 20 asks you to repeat steps 18 and 19 to add the address field. So remember, you wanted to be in the Click to Add, and you want to click More Fields, and you want it from the Quick Start, and they want you to add the address fields. Now, step 21 asks you to close the table, and when Access asks you and save the table, so you'll click Yes to save it and to name the table Shippers. Going back to the classroom, step 5 asks you to close the database file, and if prompted to save changes, you would click Yes or say Yes. And we had placed something when we did the copy, and you can say Yes to continue, and submit your assignment to the Week 2 Assignment 1 Dropbox.